Hey guys, November 20th, 2025. Where do I even start today? Wow. I know I haven't made a video for a while, and I apologize. It's been pretty busy, and the market hasn't been doing a whole lot. I haven't been trading the last 2 weeks, but today, wow, um, big distribution day, which is honestly, which is not really what I expected, but it looks like the market is going to go. It's gonna want to go lower here. Um, So we had a big gap up, which was caused by Nvidia. Obviously, it was saving the market, and after hours, everything was like off to the races, and then effectively no bid this morning, just an all day failure. Um, some really notable stuff happened today. You know, SNBK finally broke down. I was actually watching this thing for short. Um, I'm very long biased. Unfortunately, I did not pull the trigger. Something I want to get better at. Just playing the other side of the market. I did a good job sitting in cash, not giving back any of my gains, but um, I could have taken advantage of some of these shorts. MSTR is another one. I was actually watching for a short on this day, um, as a 200 SMA failure and just rolling down. Wow, what comes up also comes down, and this is probably gonna see $100. So that's awesome if you're short. Um, Starting with some trades, I tried two trades today. I tried BW as a 5 minute opening range break, or not a 5 minute opening range break, but I essentially was getting long right in here, $7.14, I believe I paid. And pushed 38 cents away from my average, and then it just came right back, and I just had to cut it at the low of day. I didn't cut it up flat because I wanted to give it some more room, but essentially a small trade, a small loss there. No harm, no good. Um, I also tried a lemonade as a potential like 10 SMA breakout. Same thing kind of happened here. I was getting long in this candle, pushed for a grand total of an hour, and saw lows. So, you know, um, what can I say? Um, haven't really traded in a while, and the first two trades I take them a smaller size, and they do not work. So good feedback from the market. Just a very brutal day across the boards. Even your big stocks are kind of getting beat up. Like your Tesla, thought it looked awesome as a it looked awesome for a second as you were kind of undercutting, or you're kind of reclaiming this 10 tens low, and we were kind of off to the races for a bit here in the morning, and then an all day failure. So that's just kind of um, the reality for today. Um, you know, and what they kind of like, a lot of stocks are just kind of feels like they're kind of just breaking down. Like if you look at Microsoft, this kind of did the same thing as Nvidia. Big gap up and an all day fade, and then kind of try to gap up here, and then now it's kind of breaking out of the space. So if Nvidia starts rolling over, um, the market will go under further pressure. Because I was, I think I wanted to talk about this earlier, but um, this little 7%, or it's more now, but this was a 7% correction before yesterday, and well, now it's more of a 8% correction, but essentially this didn't really beat up any of the quality names. It took all the speculation money out of the market, but in terms of like quality, they're kind of just all they're still, most of them are just holding in there. So this today is like a real kind of shift in character where we're seeing actually real quality names starting to kind of break down a bit. Like Hood is another one, which I thought was very notable. It was rejecting the 100 SMA, and uh, when you start to live under the 50, um, good things good things come to an end very fast. So you didn't if a stock is breaking the 50 and you're long, you want to get the fuck out. Excuse my language, but yeah, you want to just get out. Um, and this is another one. Thought this was very interesting yesterday as kind of a reclaim of this 1022's low, push for a bit, and then an all day fade. Um, and then if you want the short cipher or iron, you could have done so today too, as a 50 SMA rejection iron too. I'm seeing these things, but it's just hard for me to pull the trigger in shorts. I'm more long biased, but I am definitely seeing these things happen. So that's just something I'm going to try to add to my playbook in the future because there a lot of money can be made on the short side. Even though I love catching these long moves, a lot of money can be made on the short side, and that's the reality. Um, let's talk about Bitcoin too. Bitcoin, so much to talk about. This is really starting to roll over in a big way. Um, you're kind of seeing a big pickup in volume on the downside, and we essentially gave back all of this breakout from 80,000, 86,000. Are we going to revisit 60,000? I don't know. It's possible, probably. Um, Same goes with Ethereum. Everyone was like, oh, Ethereum's going to go to 10,000 up in here, and just started to roll over. Um, yeah. I also want to talk about the mags, like Netflix. This feels like a stage four decline at this point. Like yeah, when you start to kind of live under the 200 simple and reject it in a big way today, this feels like it's gonna roll all the way back down to $80. You guys know how or we don't, but I don't feel too good about Meta. Like I know if you guys were trying to buy this like after earnings, oh, like it's an overreaction. I don't. There's no such thing as an overreaction. What the market is, there's it doesn't matter, guys. If something's gapping down in earnings below 200 on a big pickup in volume, you don't want to touch it. If you want to, I mean, if you can, if you want the long, I've bought Meta. I remember buying it. It's a little slow, so I sold it, but I remember buying it. And all you have to do is just wait for it to get above the 200, tighten up, and I bought it 650 bucks, and I think I sold it on this day because it's just very slow. But I mean, I could have held it easily. It just I needed capital for something else. But like, if you really want to own Meta, there's gonna be a time to own it, and it's not here. You want to just let the stock prove itself, because for all you know, Meta could go all the way back down and revisit these lows. You don't want to sit there. Google, I thought it was a very good breakout yesterday. Um, it was kind of on my watch list, and it pushed bigly for a bit, and then today just an all-day rejection. So just kind of the theme in the market. I don't see any ideas on the long side, unfortunately. Um, my action is just to, or my plan is just to kind of sit out. Um, Even light, I was actually long listing yesterday, and I just sold it. I'll show you guys, but I longed it essentially as a 5 minute opening range break, 260 bucks, and then when the market started rolling over, I essentially sold my shares for a tiny profit, a little bit break even, made like a $2 or so um, per share now. And then I just kind of saw it recover, so I was kind of kicking myself. And then today, just an all day fade. So big distribution, big engulfing candle. So yeah, just kind of where we're at. I don't really see too much to do. I think this is perfectly healthy. I would like a bigger pullback. A pullback to the 200 would be awesome. It would reset charts in a big way. We'd get new leadership. We'd be able to see which stocks are showing relative strength. And yeah, no rush to get in on the long side here. Not every dip is viable. Um, every dip is not viable, guys. Just let the market show you what it wants. Like even here, I was just kind of sitting here. I wasn't really doing much. I was waiting, and then from on here, I started seeing setups, and then I started getting long, and I made a shit ton of money here. So kind of just the same deal here. We're gonna be waiting, patient, just let the market kind of settle, and manage risk in real time. Very important things. And if you do these things over a 5-10 year period, you guys will make a lot of money. You guys will make millions, tens of millions. Yeah. So just kind of my thoughts today. Thanks for watching. stay safe out there. Um, I don't think you should chase anything on the short side right now. A Palantir's another one where like you kind of just you don't want to get long this thing. You don't want to short this thing here. Like you want to short it off like moving averages. That's why I thought Cypher and Iron were awesome today. Clear on the 5 minute, you can clearly see where to short it. Like when it starts to kind of break down here. Where's the 50? Can't even tell. But yeah, like when it starts to break the 1660. So yeah, like in here, you kind of just start getting short, and then you just use like I don't know, a dollar stop, 80 cent stop. But yeah, I'm betting these things probably go a lot lower. Yeah. Anyways, guys, sorry for the rant today. Thanks for watching. Once again, take it one day at a time. Manage risk in real time. Size your positions correctly. All that good stuff. Yeah. Track relative strength.